Yo, what's going on? This is MGK. Glad to see you guys here. Hey, it's a holiday weekend, and we wanted to make sure we brought you some stuff. So let me bring somebody in. We
What's
got Mr.
up? It's
Dan
Endless
here.
One Up.
What's
Happy
going on?
holiday weekend.
Yes. So we're gonna make this short and sweet. We're gonna give you guys the intro. And after we get the intro, we go into some topics, man, and we go make this, we're gonna tell you, we're gonna bring you this content. So hold on 1 second, and here we go.
Come join Mike and Dan on an epic adventure through space and time and review video games, pop culture.
Can we go anywhere we want at any time?
You can do anything you want.
No way! Yes way! If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
Dan and Mike.
Excellent adventure.
Party on, dude.
Excellent!
So come along and join in the fun on an excellent adventure.
There we go. We gotta transition this back over. My bad. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. So
Brother
happy
from
weekend
another
to
mother.
you.
Happy weekend to you
I love your
too.
background. I need some freaking fun LEDs that are flashing around like that.
I'll box them all up to you. Send them to you tomorrow.
Thanks.
You see, it was a piece of shit. It was a headache. It really was. At some
Yeah, I
point,
bet. But it's cool.
not-
It looks cool.
It looks cool. It's good. It's good stuff, man. This shit is expensive, man.
Yeah, it is. It's stuff isn't cheap.
Yeah,
I know that like some of those LED stuff out there is like I buy the cheap shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's a little bit pricey, but it's not as pricey as everything else. I started going with all the Govee stuff.
Yeah.
I used all the Govee stuff, and I like it because they go on sale a lot. If you put them in, like, I go to Amazon, I put them in my
Put
cart,
them in your cart.
and
That's
it
smart.
tells me when it goes on sale. Like, I got the lamp. You can't really see it. It's kind of crazy. See if I can pull it out here. So I got this lamp right here.
Well, that's fun.
Well, the lamp is usually like $150 or something, like some shit I would never pay for. $150, but I think it went on sale for like $79 or $89 at one time or something like that.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I'll do that.
I figured, we're talking about stuff in your room. Let's like the main subject, I guess. Today's chat's going to be like, what do you do with some of these cabs? Maybe 10 years down the road, do you still have them? Are you still playing them? Like, what do you think? Like, do you think people are going to be moving on from this stuff? Like, everything kind of has an evolution.
I think that if you really look at it now, man, if you really think about what cabs you have, like how many cabs do you have that you don't play? So I can't think about how many cabs I've gotten rid of. Like, I had a bunch of arcade one-ups that I modified and sold over time, right?
Yeah.
And then I got these cabs, these 4 cabs right here, which are my main cabs that I play, and I got the other 2 cabs that are in my guest room / my son's room. And I hate to say it, but like the arcade and the my Pac-Man, like my Pac-Man, I hate that I moved my Pac-Man out of here. I think that my Pac-Man will forever be played. If there's any cab in my house that will be played, that one cab will forever be played. I don't care if it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. If as long as it's running, it's going to be played.
The other I think you're right. I think you're right on that. And I think Pac-Man. So, you make a good point there. So it comes down to like, are we going to just get rid of the things that aren't maybe as, they don't spark that joy in you and you don't play them as often, maybe,
I think so. I mean, because think about what everybody did. Everybody won the Marvel versus Capcom, right?
Yeah.
You got Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Yep.
But check this out. You only wanted it because you couldn't have it. So now that you have it, how long does it stay hot? We was talking about that with the Big Blue. We both bought the Big Blues. I play my Big Blue and I'm probably not the typical gamer as some of you guys are. You guys see me on my other stream where, I play my Call of Duty Vanguard and stuff like that, and I suck like ass. But, but I play. But the truth of the matter is, with real life shit going on, man, I have a hard time playing this stuff, man, and so like I got it, and if it wasn't for, like, I told a couple other guys, they were telling me about it when Big Blue first came out, that I wasn't gonna buy it, and I didn't buy it for that one particular reason. If it would not have been for the sale and the price
I wouldn't have got it for the
I
sale
would
either.
have never got it, bro.
And sadly, that's the way I look at like MK30th. Like I wouldn't buy that until it's like $199.
Dude,
I have all these games in a lot of different forms, and they don't spark that joy. But they do spark joy for other people, which I'm glad, because you need that. You need that in your life. I think you got to have those moments that were really good, and you want to bring them back or enjoy them again. So I think that's good.
Which is crazy, because I think I was talking when I was on some other streams a long time ago. We were talking about, like, what if Killer Instinct ever came out? Yeah. And I was like, I was a really big Killer Instinct fan, right? So I played a lot. I had, I still got on my Xbox and stuff I play. And I was like, when Killer Instinct comes out, I'm gonna get it. Don't pass go. I'm gonna be one of the first people to order it.
Where is it?
Still ain't got it. I ain't never get it.
Yeah, and I don't want to pay $3.99 for it either. I'd probably pay $1.99 for that too. I'm cheap though, in a sense.
No, you're good. My Marvel versus Capcom, which I have. See, I'm different. Yep. Like a lot of guys, when they get rid of cabs, because I think they feel a certain way about how much money they paid for it, and then they lose some kind of feeling for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not like that, because I've only paid full price for 3 things in my collection. I paid full price for my Legends Ultimate.
Yep.
I paid full price for my pinball.
Yep.
And I paid full price for. That's it. Okay, my bad.
You didn't get your pinball like in an NOD or something?
No, I was ordered like number 25.
Yeah.
Or 15.
Okay, so you were like super. All right. Well, I mean, I think I paid more though than you, because I bought mine way later, like Wave 9. Like a year ago. And that was an expensive purchase. That's the most expensive arcade that I have. I guess.
That thing is okay. Like we talking about, in 10 years, stuff that you probably won't get rid of.
Now, I don't think I'll have that in 10 years, to be honest with you, because it's not that high resolution. So
and I get you. So I said the same thing. I won't really get rid of it now. I actually just replugged it back up because I freaked out when I fried my board. I fried my main board in it, and
I think Hollywood Polo has a fried main board too. It happens.
Yeah, it was right after I got my back box from Tulsa, which it's only like 10 in existence of the Tulsa arcade back boxes. I got it from JC, and I didn't know, and I was like freaked out about it. So I did that, and I committed an ultimate sin. So I go ahead and say it while I'm on the line, because I'm honest. I couldn't figure out how to do the games, like how to do the. I mean, I had it like to do what's the software?
I think I might have had the same problem, like coin ops and stuff.
Well, no, I got the coin ops one, and then I had the one that what's his name? Nate put out the pinball whatever, and it had
like
everything.
Just the virtual pinball stuff.
Yeah, it was like the collection, stuff. And it was cool.
I didn't do any of that stuff. I only did I didn't do any of that stuff, because all I did was like either OTG, which uses the Pinball FX. I did that, and then I just used the tables that are built into it. But I had trouble getting the tables built into it, tied to it, because it was confusing.
Yeah.
So
like I got all that. Like I have the Pinball FX. I have the pinball, the Future Pinball. I have the pinball. I had all that stuff. But I went in that I know Retro Play out of Australia.
Yep.
That makes all the cabs and everything, that everybody like, they seem to hate on them so much or whatever. They're actually some really cool guys, man. I mean,
I don't even know of them, so
Yeah, I mean, if you ever go
I'm not gonna
online, it's
hate on
called a
them.
Retro Play or whatever.
Yep.
They make a lot of virtual stuff. They make virtual pinball machines, but they make like these
Hmm.
world class virtual pinball machines. They do it for like a lot of big companies too,
Hmm.
and they make arcade machines. They make custom arcade machines, so and they ship
Hmm.
them all over the world. So they actually sell a hard drive that's pre-configured. It's a Ghost drive, and
Yeah.
it's like a 1 terabyte, a 2 terabyte Ghost drive that you buy, and it's basically completely pre-configured with everything. You just have to do a little bit of stuff. And I'll say this much: even though I tried it, me and Meatball Saucy was talking about. I think you heard me. I was talking to Nick a long time ago about me and
Yep.
Meatball like doing it. We set it like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, or remotely when Nick was here
Yeah,
before.
you have to jump through a bunch of hoops.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I called these guys over at Retro, and they're in Australia.
Yeah.
I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning one day, and they were. I guess it's like how we talk about, some of the guys that come in on our stuff. Like it's like middle of the afternoon or whatever there.
Yep.
At 1 in the morning, 1 or 2 in the morning here, and like they logged on, dude, and they took control of my thing, man, and set it all the way up for me remotely.
Nice.
So I'm not even mad. I paid like $200, $150 for a hard drive that was pre-configured, and now they have an app store, so you can actually go into their app store and download games. You
That's
don't have to
pretty cool.
configure it or anything. It puts itself in the correct place and it sets itself up.
Oh,
Everything.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of keeping things simple and easy. I mean, I got enough stuff to worry about that I don't have
Yeah.
to.
But
I
I
don't have
won't
to
have
work when I'm trying to
Yeah.
have fun.
But I won't have it
Yeah.
in 10 years because I actually, even though I really, really like the virtual pinball thing,
Yeah.
I either want something. I want a real pinball machine, like a lot of
Me
guys know.
too.
I want the I've been wanting the Freddy Krueger forever. I
Mm.
almost bought it 2 years ago.
I
I
remember that. It's your
because it was because
solidified game.
I was so pissed off about that. Like I
Yeah.
don't know how pissed off I could be about that. Like I
I
missed it.
don't know.
It ended up going for like $2,000.
Oh, that's pretty good price. I bet you it's a
Yeah.
lot more now. And if
Yeah.
they came out with another Freddy movie, that price would go back up again.
Well, I mean, it's just like I loved it, but like I don't think I'm gonna keep this though, man. Because like you said, I want something a little bit bigger. I think I've been saying that I'm probably not gonna build one. I'll probably buy one if I get the money. I'll probably just buy a pre-configured 4K or whatever's
Yeah.
out at the time. If it's 8K and a computer to go with it, and then I'll just have it loaded, and if it comes with 2,000 games, that's gonna be the 2,000 games I have, and I'll just be damn happy. You know what I'm saying? Or 500 games or whatever. But
Yeah.
I still want it, but I want a bigger screen. I have all the haptics and everything in there, but I'm going all out around the corner to say I won't have it in 10 years.
But yeah, then so what about like your other cabs? Will you still have your Ultimate, do you think, in 10 years? Like,
You know what?
in 10 years is a big
I
gap of
think
time.
I will though. I think I will. Let me tell you why. I hate to be that guy. Everybody said, everybody was talking, when we talk about these cabs.
Yeah.
I think that is as ugly as she is.
Oh no, I think it has a lot of capabilities. It's like a Swiss Army knife or a Leatherman.
I think it's timeless. I think that at games, I think that's the problem that they're having. Like they want to create, like where do they go from here? Only thing to me that I think they could do is make another version of this, a version 3 that looks good.
Yeah, like make a version 3 that looks good, that people aren't like, ew, and then do like a better monitor with higher resolution. And I would like to see somebody try to figure out technology that lets you put an overlay panel that makes it look like CRT. And then there's a switch or setting that lets that can go in conjunction with each other. Remember those stupid little toys where you had the little piece of plastic and you'd slide it and make it look like it's moving?
Oh yeah.
Like somebody could figure out a way that there's like essentially the same type of things happening, like an interrupted signal, to make like scan lines in the actual high def image, and then there's just an overlay that gives it the pixelization. It's like almost like those things you see in the back of the van, that so the person driving the van will be able to see who's behind them because it like magnifies everything. So it's like that. It's going to magnify your screen and then kind of divide it up like old school pixels, and then they could actually, I don't know, I'm making nonsense up. It'd be fun.
No, I get what you're
wishful
saying.
thinking. You got to start somewhere with an idea. But
no, but I get it. I mean, so like out of all of these machines, I think that even though we complain about that you have to have a degree to get into coin ops, I think the fact that and this is what I tell people all the time, those games that you get on in a coin ops build are there. There are no new games.
They're not making them again. That's it.
Yeah, those are retro games. So they're gonna always be there. And if you have a cab that can play those games forever, why would you get rid of it? If you can put the whole coin ops build,
it sounds like you're saying that the multicade will forever live.
I think that a cab that was reasonably priced, like that was, like I have the marquee that plays every single game that's on there. I think it has every single game that I pretty much want to play. It's all the Street Fighters except for like the newer stuff, which you still can play.
Put a PC onto it and play.
You got a PC and play.
Which is the thing that makes that a great device.
And then you don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to hook a PC up to it, because if you're online, like what I do in my house, I play through the ArcadeNet link. Turn on my gaming PC, and I run my gaming PC directly to my cab. It's almost no delay.
Yeah, because it's hardwired, right?
Yeah, my whole house is hardwired. The only drawback that I've ever said that was with the ad games machine is and it's a problem with coin ops, which may be fixed in the future.
Yeah,
is that you just don't have online play, and it's going to be stuff that you have to play at home. You have to be playing with friends, and if you don't have any friends, well, fuck it, you just don't have nobody to play with.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, you're right though, and then I think about the people who actually buy the arcade one-ups to fill like a basement, so it's like an arcade. I don't think they'll be getting rid of them unless somebody does come out with a new technology that's like a higher end cabinet and looks full size almost, but maybe quite isn't.
They're getting rid of them. They're going to get rid of them, because think about it. You're talking about 10 years. How many people? How many?
Will they still even work in 10 years? I don't know.
Yeah, that's one question. But how many people do you know have flipped their whole collection in like the last 2.5 years?
A lot, because I used to see so many people with so many cabs in their background, and now there's like 3.
There's like 3. I mean, because you realize that you have a bunch of cabs you don't use, and I bet they're not even throwing them away. I bet they're just either giving them away. Like I got what is it? What cab do I have? Like if it wasn't for my Pac-Man. And it was another cab I had, but my nieces, they love that stuff, right? So if I got like maybe an Atari cab, or like I was telling you before, like if I got another class of 86, if I get 2 of those, I probably would give one to them and keep one for my wife. If I got a class of 86, which I'm gonna buy, I'm eventually gonna buy it. I just gotta stomach the price because it never goes on sale and nobody ever sells one.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to end up getting a full-size cab at 86. It's probably not going to be arcade one-up. I think I'm going to buy a full-size. Like I told you guys before, there's a guy here in Atlanta that makes replica cabs.
Like replicas,
like full-size cabs.
There's a guy on eBay I see that does that. They look pretty legit. I tried to email him, though, and he never emailed me back. He probably was like, are you going to buy it or not? He doesn't want to talk to people. He probably just wants to sell stuff.
Yeah, so like this guy, I like him here because you order it. So like like he puts a bunch of stuff up on Facebook Marketplace, and he's got a couple of them, but he's only like 30 or 40 minutes away from my house. And like if I say, I want the cab, if I want, it's just for looks, because this is just essentially going to be a multi-K. But I would really, if I really got it, I would almost build it up to be almost like a arcade one-up version of class of 86, where you almost have the controls so close to the original controls that you can still play other games. I don't want it to have 2 6-button layouts and all that other stuff. I want it to be like playable for just stick games, like button games. Maybe you use the player buttons or something like that. You just have 2 buttons on the side, and you just use the stick, and that's it. Like you do your asteroids, you do Galaga, you do Miss Pac-Man, you do that type of stuff, and that's it. I don't want anything that take 6-button AB, ABC or any of that stuff. I don't want any of that shit on there. I want to just be that. So, but I get that. But the rest of this shit is gonna go. I know it's gonna go. If I wanted the Marvel versus Capcom, I was so happy I got it. I was debating between the Marvel versus Capcom and the Killer Instinct, right? When
Yep.
when the Killer Instinct came out, because I didn't have my Marvel vs. Capcom yet. And the only reason why I got it, because I said, God was looking at me. He said, son, I want you to have one of the two. I told you I caught one of those I hate my husband specials. If I wouldn't have caught, I caught my husband with his winky in somebody's mouth specials, because I mean, I went in, hey, bro, this thing, I will say this, I finally found the flaw in it. This cab is beautiful. I have the stool. It had never been sat on. Everything about it looks good. The player one controller is trash. I have to change the controls on it. I'm gonna buy new hap or Sanwa buttons, either one. I think I'm gonna go with hap buttons, hap joysticks and buttons on there, and change that out, because I could tell where they had little kids and the kids were just playing with it. Like the springs are jacked up in it. So
they're probably gone.
The springs are jacked up in it. But other than that, the cab is beautiful. And I tell people how much I paid for the cab. I think I paid like $150.
Oh, nice. Those things sell for a lot more than that normally.
It was completely put together. And I'm gonna tell you how I know she did it, because I didn't even think about it till after the fact. The minute the listing went up, I hit the listing, right?
Yeah.
I called her. I was like, hey, don't sell it. You got it. I'm want it. She's like, no problem. It's here. She said, but you got to come get it now.
Yep.
So it was in the middle. It was like at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I had to get it before 12 or 1. And when I went to the house, it was like her and her two kids, which I'm going to be honest, this is Lana. We can go try to be racist with it, but it's like this little bitty white chick with these two kids. And staying in this nice little house, and I go in and like they don't really have a lot of stuff, but like they have this one cab that is sitting there, and it's like it looks like it's somebody's pride and joy.
It was probably the dude who used to live there that no longer lives there.
Yeah, and she was like, it is funny, like the little boy's like, so he's buying daddy's cab or some shit. Like I was like, he's taking daddy's cab, and I used like the kids were like how much they love it and all this other stuff, and I was like, and I was thinking, I was like, man, she's like, yeah, we don't use it or whatever, and I could tell they use it, and she was like, but we just needed the money, and I was like, but you don't really want any money, like unless you're paying like you put some gas in your car. The $150 you sold it for ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, unless you're gonna buy like some meth or something, I don't know. And she didn't look like meth out or some shit. She was totally cool, but I could tell it was
it was maybe just a bad situation, and
no,
she wanted to recoup. Maybe she needs the morning after pill, so the third kid doesn't
she was
come.
like, get this shit out of my house before he gets home from work.
Maybe she caught him with another man's winky in his mouth. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm staying away from that. Maybe it is Georgia.
Man.
I live here, bro. I know what goes on here.
That's funny.
So, yeah, maybe. But yeah, but I mean, like, so I have an aptness to probably keep my cabs because I don't. It's weird because I don't have a lot invested in them.
Yeah, we don't have a basement filled with them.
Yeah,
I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9, and then I gave 2 to my mom.
Are you so sweet?
Yeah, well, I tried to give her the Pac-Man, or not Pac-Man, the Pong head-to-head, and she was like, I don't want this. She's like, I'm running out of room. You already gave me 2 of these.
Oh.
So she's like, what do you want to do with it? I was like, oh, I guess I'll take it back. And I'm either going to, so now I have a Pong head-to-head, or I'm going to sell it, or I'm going to hold on to it. I wish you were closer,
I would get it.
Yeah, but it was not, I bet you it would cost a lot of money to mail that.
It is. I had that whole conversation with Mad Dad, man. When I bought that Simpsons, I paid like $150 for it, and he was like, "Oh, buy me one." And I was like, and he told me how much he could get it for. I was like, "Yo, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You can literally just buy it wherever you can get it from, have it sent to your house. It's the same price that I'm gonna go to the store and buy one. I mean, it just didn't make sense.
I just shipped a box with a Switch in it to California for my niece, and That came to $69 for 2-day air by
What?
United States. Yeah, it was
God
insane.
dang it. Hey man,
Yeah.
we were talking about the retro games. I know we were on
Yeah.
the topic, and I'm not getting it. So what do I think? Okay, let's finish it because I got to tell you.
Yeah, we got to finish it up.
Yeah, because we got to go. No, I don't think these people will keep this stuff. I think they're going to get rid of it. I think
Are they going to replace it though when they get rid of it?
I don't think
was
so.
better?
I think this whole retro arcade thing took the world by storm because when it was such a gimmick when
The
arcade one
pandemic.
first came out, and then you had little stuff like the pandemic and everything. I think that it only aided in people doing it because I wouldn't have this room if it wasn't for the pandemic. I mean, that's real.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't have done all this stuff.
I wouldn't
Anybody
have
who
done all
saw
this either if I
yeah,
wasn't
if you
for the
saw my
pandemic.
old broadcast, they would never look like my room would never look like. I changed
Yeah.
rooms. I actually went to a whole complete different room in the house and built everything up just to do this. So
that's
I mean, you know, but would I have done it if it wouldn't have been a thing? Like all these people who have these full basements out there, I think they're gonna look. Think about how old we are now. No offense. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how old you say you are.
I'm 43.
Okay, you're 43. So I'm 46, right?
All right.
So in 10 years, I'll be 56.
Yeah.
I like games. I'm still gonna play games.
Yep.
I can't see myself going to sit down at a machine that I had for 10 years unless
what's gonna happen in 10 years? Are we gonna have like a fancy Steam Deck that's super small that already has all the games already on it?
I think it's gonna be virtual. I think that everything we're gonna be doing is be virtual. Like have you seen the stuff they're doing, like the monitor outputs, like the people are using with their Steam Decks now? Like the 60-inch glasses and stuff that people are using.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's corny as shit, right? But technology is only getting better. So think about virtual reality.
And I said that. I was like, this is pretty gimmicky, but in a few years, if this keeps progressing, I was like, this will be pretty cool. I actually said that on a YouTube video about somebody using the Steam Deck and those glasses because I was like, as of right now, this looks pretty wonky and lame.
Yeah, right now it's trash.
It's just like VR. VR back in the 90s was poop. Remember Lawnmower Man?
Yeah, dude, but I'm gonna tell you something.
But it's way better now. I mean, I got a couple VR games that have scared the crap out of me.
When I got my Samsung Note, you know, I had the Samsung. I got the Samsung VR goggles or whatever that came with the phone. And inside of the phone, you go into the VR setting and you can watch movies, and it projects like a theater side screen or whatever.
Hey,
and this shit was cool.
Stuff. Come here. No. Here, get your dog. He's murdering things in my room.
You're getting jumped. You're already getting jumped.
He stole a tennis ball, little bastard.
So like I thought it was cool, but I stopped using it.
Yeah,
it was too cumbersome. I had to put it in there. I had to set it up. I had to set it up just right, and you didn't have any like.
It's a phone too, and it gets hot.
It's a phone. It was hot as shit. Yeah, when you're trying to like over process it, and
I had like the Google Cardboard one. Mine was super lame compared to yours. But it was cool because it was R2D2. I got like they did that like giveaway free stuff.
Yeah, it was cool.
They did I remember that. My dog ate it.
I think it's going to go that way.
A different one.
Oh yeah. But I think it's going to go that way.
It probably will go that way.
I think that thing. If you're talking about multicades, imagine being able to play like all your games remotely in virtual reality,
in the cloud. Or in virtual reality where you're in an arcade, a real arcade. Yeah, so you have 100 of them. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like you have a setup, like you have a deck that has everything on it, and you can go.
You pop on your glasses, and it feels like you're in a legit arcade, but you're
in a legit arcade. Room. You don't need to go like that thing will be hooked to the wall. It doesn't have to be hooked to anything. You know, it's almost like a fight stick.
It's a joystick. You know,
that's it. Yep. You need joystick.
You don't even need a joystick, really. They'll make it so they don't like. Because they already have gloves that make it feel like you're holding on to stuff. So they could probably make it feel like you are using a joystick and your hand has to do the movements or else it won't record it. But yeah, I mean, the future holds a lot of interesting stuff. I think the retro concept will still live on, but it won't be in 10 years. People won't be interested in the stuff that we're interested in per se. It'll be more like PlayStation 2, GameCube will be taking the place of what 8-bit Nintendo is right now.
Yeah.
I think the handheld systems like 3DS and Game Boy Advance. I think those are going to blow up real big because they're cartridge based. I think cartridge based stuff is going to always be around forever. I think CD based
gonna
stuff
be,
people will abandon at some point because of
I
the
think
digital.
the cartridge based stuff is gonna be big because it's just like fully automatic weapons. They only gonna make so many.
Yeah, you can pop your cartridge in. You don't have to wait for a download. You just play your game. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. It's all just like it is now. It's a whole thing about having the original games. Like if you that's gold. That's like, I actually physically have the game. And it's going to be like in 10 years, as hard as it is to build a collection now, imagine how hard
it's even harder. Yeah. So you make a good point. So like my local mom and pop kind of gaming comic book store, like I just went and bought a used PS1 from them, which is great. It was the Gen 1s with the visual display when you pop a music CD in.
Okay, yeah, I know something with the little background music thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but that thing was super cool. So I got that one, and it was under $50, which was great. I see them online for like $90, $130. So I got it for less than half price. Yeah, and then I picked up 3 8-bit Nintendo games. I got 720. I got Gotcha, which is a gun game.
Yeah, I know Gotcha, the one
people
like off the movie Gotcha.
Yeah.
Get your gotcha too late. You stop right now. Gotcha. Hey, man,
I saw it in the store and I was like, oh shit.
That's one of my favorite fucking movies. Ain't lying.
You made me have so much fun there. I forgot what the third game was I bought. Shit.
I know the song
now.
I know the song, dude. I can sing it. I promise.
That's
I love that movie.
But man, I got a third game. And the reason I got the PlayStation was so I can play my Point Blank 2 and 3 game. And I have 2 Namco guns, and it's fun. I'll play 2 players and just use them both at the same time. It's a blast, literally.
Okay, so I'm doing, and I gotta wait because I told you we're trying to build another house. I just don't have a room. So we have a bunch of the old what's the big TVs? What's the
CRTs?
CRTs at my job that they're trying to get rid of, and they're huge, right?
I'm gonna drive down and pick one up.
They're like the ones with the DVD and VCR in it and all that.
Like
crap,
you'd have it at school.
Yeah, it's like they used to do like meetings and like or like project stuff on it. So I was getting one of those, and I want to go back. I've been looking for the first edition, the clear Xbox. I want one of those.
The
I want one of those. The green clear one,
okay.
the one that came out. Not the Mountain Dew one. It was just green, but I want the clear.
No,
one.
But there was like an Xbox branded one that was just green clear.
Yeah, it was just clear. I want one of those, and I'm gonna go back and get like a PlayStation 1 through 4. Because I never had a PlayStation, and I thought it was gonna be cool. Like, what I'm saying, like just to get.
You're gonna get a whole world of games get introduced to you. It's pretty cool. I want to get a PlayStation 2 again because I sold my 1 and 2 a long time ago. I still have my 3 and I still have my 4, and I have the the latest one, the 5. But I don't know. I think that like we covered quite a bit, man. We went over 30 minutes. And,
we went over 30 minutes. So let's wrap it up. I got one thing to tell you. So and we're done. So you was talking about getting games for your Switch. Yeah, I had an argument with my mom about a Switch. My mom and my sister, right? So I have 2 nieces. By my sister. I have more than 2 nieces. I have a bunch of nieces.
Yeah,
I love them all. But my sister has two girls. Well, last year they bought them a Switch to share. Yeah. One is my oldest niece is 13. The other one just turned 7. So my mom, I was asking, they come over to my house and they sit in here and they play and they're quiet for hours. Yeah. And they're like, I don't understand. They just love coming to Uncle Mike's house because he has all the games and they can sit there and play. I said, well, why don't they? I said, they don't play it at home. They're like, no, they don't touch it at home. I said, so they just all they do is come in here and play Mario Kart 8 for hours. That's the only game they play. It's the only game they care about. I said, so you're telling me they sit in front of and they got their Switch at the house and they won't play Mario Kart. She's like, they don't. I was like, do you guys have Mario Kart? He's like, no. I was like,
so you have the game they like.
Games?
Yeah.
So they bought them a Switch and they buy how many freaking games? And then they're like, well, they don't play it. I'm like, well, what the hell are they fucking supposed to play? Just turn it on.
That's so awesome. It's totally like parents being out of the loop of what
I'm like. They supposed to load it up and watch the screen. Just say, "Welcome to Nintendo." Like shit, you got to buy games. I was so fucking hurt. I was hurt. as a gaming uncle who has all of this shit, man, I couldn't believe because I gave them my modded Wii. I had a couple of modded Wiis. I had one for my wife and I had one for my son. So we had a modded Wii and I had the hard drive and I had like every single Wii game on it and everything. So I gave them that and they loved it and they played the crap out of it to the point where they almost destroyed my mom's TV with it, right? So we got them to Switch. And she's like, they don't even play it. We spent all that money for it. And I bought them like this kit that had like all the accessories and the cases and everything so they could take it around. And they're like, I was like, man, why don't y'all play it? And they're totally quiet. It's like they're humble. It's like they don't want to say we don't have no games. So they don't say anything. They just like, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? And they don't say nothing. I was like, well, and they get excited. And I asked my mom, I was like, they're like, do y'all have Mario Kart? Do y'all have this game, that game? All these games that they're playing. They're like, we don't have any of these games. We don't have any of these games. I was like,
we gotta go buy them.
Man, so the story being said, I'm about to go buy them about 2 or 3 games.
I was gonna say, are you gonna be the cool uncle?
Well, I'm getting them. I'm gonna go get them a digital download of Mario Kart, and my wife is gonna pay. Like they don't even have the subscription.
That's probably smarter though, is to do the digital download because then they just launch it every time they open up the console. They don't have to worry about it. And so like what you got with the store, you have all those free games, those little simple free games that you get with the yearly subscription or whatever. Yeah.
So we're just gonna buy them the yearly subscription to get them a digital download of Mario Kart.
Nice.
And I think they'll be freaking totally happy then.
Yes.
And I get
Mario
them
Kart's
some of these
pretty amazing.
Get them some of these controllers I got that Bobby Boo put me on that are awesome, that are freaking awesome for $15 a piece.
Nice.
So,
I don't know
that was my last video. That was my last minute rant because I couldn't believe it. I felt like
tell everybody about your backpack giveaway real quick before we go over to me.
Okay, so 250 subscribers. I don't think it's asking a lot. I for the life of me, I'm just gonna say it. This is real. I don't get it. I think I'm a very likable person. I think I have a lot of good stuff to talk about. It seems like in the community, anybody I've ever talked to has loved to talk to me, and I love to talk to everybody. I've been on other shows, and they've invited me to different shows, and I have my own show, and I do my own broadcast. But nobody ever subscribes to me. They just say, "Fuck you, Mike." I don't know.
You're almost at a 150, man.
Oh, yeah,
but you know what? I felt because I felt the same exact way that you just described. I was like, oh, everybody seems to be so friendly and nice, but Chosen One called it out one time. He's like, dude, those. But I think it just takes time.
No, say it. I want to hear this. I want to hear what Chosen said. Please tell me, because this shit infuriates me. We can go there and say it. What is it?
He just said, he's like, I just feel like a lot of people are fake.
That's true.
They say one thing and do another thing, kind of thing.
I'm gonna tell you. And
I don't think it's like that. I think,
but I'll tell you what I think it is. I think that a lot of people get in this for numbers games. A lot of people get into it for the numbers, and I think that it's showing in that. And I try not to be that guy that gets into it for the numbers. I just try to have fun, like with you
and you are having fun because like you could go out and buy subs if you wanted and get past 250, but that's not the way to do it.
Nah, man, I don't care about
that. They got to be all natural.
Yeah, I just like, man, don't nobody like me. Oh, I found.
Shut up! I'm gonna slap you through the screen. Bam!
I found Chosen's site. I found the page. I was like, ooh, okay. I subbed though. I told him, I sent him a message. I was like, I found you. He's like, so what you think? I was like, it's super cool. I wish I could.
You have a great thumb.
I wish I could, enjoy your page. Unfortunately,
he's gonna watch this and laugh his ass off.
With my background, I can't enjoy it. It's not that I would love to. I said
I gotcha. It's just
if I win the lottery tomorrow, brother, I would be calling Chosen to the house.
Well, it's just like, I mean, I couldn't just start doing cocaine and do my job. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
Oh, my poor customers, they'd be like, someone help me, this guy won't shut the F up. I'd be like,
speedballing in this mother. Yeah, he's over here speaking of speedballing. What is he chewing on?
Oh crap. But go sub to Mike the Game Killer to get that freaking sweet ass backpack.
250 subs. I'm giving it away I hope that somebody who's been here since day
You
one,
got to make
like
a video
Chosen,
about the
gets it.
giveaway too. Do a quick
Okay.
little 5-minute video.
I should.
Yeah, you should, because it's a
Okay.
cool ass backpack. Even if it's just like set it up on your arcade machine and step 5 feet back and record it, because it does look cooler when you step away a little
Okay.
bit.
I'll do
Pixels
that.
look nicer. But
Well,
yeah,
the camera
I think
comes off, so I can do it.
yeah, well, I think you should do that. That'd be sweet. And then that'll get people we can share it on Twitter and all that fun stuff.
Gotcha. I'm gonna say this too. Before you go into, we're about to give it over to you before we leave, right?
No,
We've been on
yeah.
40 minutes. We said
Yep.
15 minutes is like 40 minutes.
Whatever.
So for the
Oh,
whole
no,
world,
you're not likable, huh? Like I didn't even seem like we've been chatting for 40 minutes.
I know it.
Whatever.
For all the people, if my wife wins Dan's giveaway, it's not a setup.
No,
she
it is
actually
not.
is going by and she's watching. She has actually watched.
She takes her time giving me the hashtag what's on deck. So I was like, she must be watching these.
She's actually
Thank you.
watching the video.
Thank you, beautiful one.
She's like, I can't believe this. She says, and you know what's fucked up? She knows more about my Steam Deck than me now.
I love it.
God damn it.
Oh shit. Now she needs her own. So
exactly. So
you know, and
if
I hope
she
somebody in the
wins, it's
community
not a setup.
No, it's not. But I hope somebody in the community that we're all familiar with, you know, that's been around since day one, does get it. But yeah, it's as you saw with the hat thing. I didn't hold back. I even tried to give somebody something in India randomly, and they were just a backup winner, but that fell through.
You know what's crazy? Like I didn't get a chance to see the video because when you broadcast it,
Yeah.
But she came back and told me about it. Like we was riding, and she was like, "You don't believe this shit."
Yeah, it was like I was just being a nice person, and then I was like, "Shit, this is starting to hurt my mental health. I gotta stop."
She was riled. She was literally mad. She was riled up. She was like, she was taking up for you. She's like, I can't believe this shit. And I was like, she's like, I ought to get on an airplane and go find this.
Oh shit, I love it.
Like, damn.
How
would you have my back like that? Goddamn it.
Well, I don't need to do anything. You talked about my giveaway when I get to 1,000.
No,
You
talk about it. You talk about it because I just told about. I don't want nobody to think that.
Well, the story
we got some
is
kind
cooler
of
than
setup
talking
going
about
on
it.
here.
No, the story about it is cool. Oh, but no, so hey, come. First of all, go subscribe to MGK's channel so we can get to 250. That's the first thing, and then you can come over to my channel and check out my giveaway for the Steam Deck. But yeah, so first subscribe to MGK, get them to 250, and then come check out my channel. And yeah, I have a Steam Deck giveaway going on. You'll see the video. It'll be a good time and partake.
Super cool, man. I don't think anybody else. I haven't seen like this is what I'm gonna say, and then we're gone. I know I keep saying we're gonna be gone, but I've seen a lot of people in the community that have a lot of subs give away some really nice stuff. They're giving away cabs, they're giving away this, they're giving away that. But I've never seen any of those people buy stuff with their own money. Whatever they gave away, generally it was given as a donation by the company or whatever they're giving stuff away. The fact that you care enough about your subscribers to go in your pocket, to get in touch with Valve, to go ahead and order Steam Deck, to make sure you get the reservation, know it's coming, to promise that reservation to somebody unequivocally, without a doubt, is big. That is salutes, hats off to you. Because
I appreciate that. You know, you got to work for it though. You got to hashtag every 100 of those videos. So I mean, I feel like it's cool. Like, and I really like that you say that. It makes me feel good. And you know, like, and I was just thinking about this. I sent out a bunch of hats, and everybody's like, "Can I pay you money?" And I was like, "No." And a couple of people insisted, so I was like, "Here, you can tip me." And it was very nice that they tipped me. They didn't have to. I really was gonna. It was just doing it, you know. But
I mean, but how hard is it to give away something that you didn't pay for or have to pay to ship?
Oh, super easy. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if it's $1,000 device. If I don't have to pay for it and I don't have to pay for it to ship it, I just got to say, hey, give this item to this person.
Yeah.
That's not
hard.
So
I'm essentially giving away hours of my life by giving them something that I had to work for.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like, I appreciate them for giving hours of their life to watch my videos and laugh and enjoy it. So
we talk about it. The one thing in life you can't get back, and I tell anybody who knows me knows that I cherish one thing. I cherish this above all. Even with my family, everything, I cherish one thing. Only one thing I cherish above my family and God is time. I don't cherish time over God, but time, because if you don't use your time wisely, you don't have any of the other stuff. You don't have family, you don't have any of that stuff. You waste it all. Time is so precious. So the fact that you give your time to people and people give their time to you, hey man, I think the
and you're
people
right,
come
Mike.
on here is like it's invaluable. It's priceless that you sit here and you
because
watch
they're a part of our lives now.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. And then like we're giving them our time and they're giving us their time, and that's like we're coming together, and that is pretty cool. And it's like this episode was like talking about like what are we going to do in 10 years. That was kind of like about what's going to be the future like and time. And I think that there'll still be a community of people wanting to play games, and that's for sure. No matter what too. No matter what device is behind us or in front of us, we'll all still want to be playing games. So
when these games ain't going nowhere, man.
Right on,
so
man.
with that being said, hey man, we love you guys. Happy holidays. You guys make sure you enjoy your family, your friends. Like we said, time is a good thing. Time is big. Hey, love and cherish the people that love and cherish you. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with the people that love you. F those people that don't care about you. Love and cherish those that care about you. Yeah, don't waste your time.
Focus on the good.
So have fun. Hey, you eat some barbecue for me, and
right.
have fun. And we love you guys. Thank you for coming out. Happy holidays, and we're saying peace. Peace out.